feel awkward at all, having been like a year since I last filmed anything, I think. Where do I begin? Well, it's been a crazy year. A lot of self-discovery, and crazy in a good way and also not a good way. So I want to first start by saying I had a lot of self-discovery to go through and figure out who I am. So of course I, stopped being on YouTube and I stopped being on Instagram as much. Only lately have I really been on Instagram. So going forward, some things are going to change. I'm not going to be as rigid. My content is going to be more personable. Basically just, I want my YouTube channel to be a representation of me, right? I want it to be like a little window into my life. And I feel like the content that I was creating, what little content I did create, really was not me. It was maybe who I thought I was, but it's not who I am. And I took that time off to discover who I am. And I'm pretty confident in knowing just what I like and what I don't like, and what makes me tick and what doesn't make me motivated, or I put too much rigidness. I put this little box, right? I'm like, okay, I have to have a theme. I have to have, it has to be cohesive. I have to be teaching. I have to be, telling people what to do. And that's not how you reach people's hearts, which is the whole point of this channel, is for me to share the knowledge that I have and to help other people. And I can't do that when I'm restricting myself and not being authentically me. I have to show up for myself so I can show up for other people. So going forward, my videos are not going to be as edited, so I'm going to make mistakes, and that's okay, because we all make mistakes, and I think that's what makes us human, and that's what's kind of fun. I personally like the content that I create. I want to be the content that I also consume, and I like watching people be raw and authentically who they are, right? So I would assume other people want to see me be authentically who I am. So the start of my health journey was really in 2008, I think. I guess it started with vegan. So that was sometime in 2017. I started with changing to a vegan diet, which did not work for me. Works for some, didn't work for me. And that transitioned over into keto. And keto transitions over into carnivore and paleo and all these other labels of diet and nutrition. And that was a great stepping stone. That was the first step to me becoming a better person. And I thought that was the end all be all, right? I was like, I got nutrition down. I'm ready to start. I could do anything. But that wasn't it. Nutrition is one thing. You are what you eat. Changing what you eat definitely impacts the way your body functions. But there's so much more to having a healthy lifestyle than just changing what you eat. A lot of it has to do with up here, your brain, how you function, the habits that you've created as a human. And that journey for me, starting with my mindset, it came about in 2019, so last year. It's been about a year. In February 2019, I was told about the law of attraction by my parents, who have been practicing it for quite some time. Whether you call it law of attraction, law of attention, quantum physics, the nature of our reality, whatever you call it, it's all the same thing, right? So that's a little shortly after I just started researching the law of attraction and getting so into it. I hit the ground running. I was positive thinking and affirmations and starting to meditate, and I thought I had it, right? It had only been 2 months. I quit my job, and I was just so enthusiastic about everything. But then it started to dwindle. That fire in me kind of started to slow down as I started to really dig deep into the person that I am and uncover truths about myself that I didn't necessarily like, right? So I kind of just stopped everything. I I stopped posting, I stopped recording videos, I was super critical of myself, and I realized I had to take that moment and discover who I was. You know, let my flower bloom, or let my little, my caterpillar into a chrysalis, into a butterfly. And I feel like, you know, it's been a year and some time, a year and a few months, and I feel like I've really blossomed or come out of my cocoon into, I mean, I still have a lot to go through, right? I still have habits to undo and negative thinking to correct, but so much has already been corrected, and I feel really good, and I'm ready to just show up and be authentic, and it feels good. There for a while too, after I got my braces, I did not want to film. I was like, there's no way I'm going back on YouTube. Like, I don't like the way I look. You know, I'm even gonna put a picture in here of me right after I got my braces, before I changed my hair. I was feeling so insecure about myself, and I feel like, you know, when your insides change, sometimes it helps you when your outsides change too, because if you keep looking at, I was blonde, right? I had blonde long hair for a really long time. I think like 5 years, ever since I was a teenager. I started getting highlights, and then it just got progressively blonder and blonder and blonder, and I've just only known that person, right? Like when I look in the mirror, that's the person I saw. That was the Trisha that I identified with. And once I changed a lot of my limiting beliefs about myself and the limiting beliefs about the nature of my reality, it was like I needed to change what I looked like, especially after my dad died. That's when I cut my bangs, but my hair was still long, and I went brown. And yesterday, I just chopped it all off. I just put it in a ponytail, and I just did it. I did it myself. And I feel like it's given me like more confidence to show up authentically. And also with the story about my hair, I want to talk about detachments, which is another thing that I've been working on. You know, in order to grow as a human being, we have to do things that are uncomfortable. And I had wanted to cut my hair for years, right? But my husband likes long hair, so I was like, whatever, I'll just keep it long, I'll keep it long, I'll keep it long. More and more damaged, more and more processing, more and more curling, and it just didn't look good, but I kept it, right? Because I felt this attachment to it. Well, yesterday when I decided to trim my hair, by the way, it started with a trim, and then it ended up with a chop. I was listening to some affirmations by a girl here on YouTube. Her name is Leor Alexandria, I think. If I'm wrong, I'll put it down in the description, the exact video that I was listening to, but it was an I am affirmations. You know, I am power, I am, you know, all those kinds of affirmations. And I had put my hair in two little buns, or two little ponies, right where I wanted to cut them, which was supposed to be here, by the way. And I had the scissors, kitchen scissors, in my hands, and I was starting to question, and I was like, no, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I'll just hire somebody to do it for me. And then an affirmation came up on the video that said, I relinquish myself from attachments, or something like that. What was it? I am free, this is what it is. I am free from negative attachments now. And that's not to say that my hair was a negative attachment, but it was a attachment. And little things lead up to big things, right? So if I can't get rid of my hair because of this attachment, who's to say that I can't, you know, get rid of something even bigger that's holding me down? So, baby steps. As soon as she said that in that affirmations video, I was like, that's it, I'm doing it, done, did it. Pulled my hair out, or pulled the bun, you know, like released the hair tie or whatever, and I looked at myself and I was like, ah! But it felt good. It felt so good to just like, that little bit of like, you feel, oh, that's another thing. I'm reading a book right now called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. Let me say that again, because the braces sometimes make things sound funny. Feel the fear and do it anyway. So that's why I'm recording this. I felt the fear, and I'm doing it anyway. Because months ago, even before my dad had passed and that was hard to get through and everything, before that, I would just be like, oh, I'll do it when we have a house, which we still live in the same house. We're still renting. That hasn't changed. Or I'll do it when we remodel and it looks good in the background. Well, like, that is never going to happen, okay? It never did. It didn't. Well, I mean, it may happen, but it didn't happen in order for me to do the thing that I need to do, right? And the thing that I want to do is to put myself on the internet and help like-minded individuals become the better versions of themselves. So here I am, feeling the fear and doing it anyway. So my content is going to stay pretty much the same as it was, but the format in which I film is going to change. I'm not going to be as rehearsed. I used to write down the content, and it was just very scripted. And I do need somewhat of a script to help keep my thoughts on the same level, right? Because I have a tendency to ramble. And I don't know, maybe rambling is good. I also go on tangents. Maybe tangents are good. I don't know. If you don't like tangents, go to a different YouTube video because I'm full of tangent and rambles. But so going forward, my channel is going to change. I'm still going to be putting out nutrition content. I'm still going to be talking about living an eco-friendly life. I'm also going to be doing a lot more spirituality and mental mindfulness, meditations, and silentness, breath work, stuff like that. Just think, literally, this channel is going to be things I'm interested in. You know, I make a lot of my own cleaning products. I make a lot of like hygienic face wash and deodorant at home, and I'm always trying to do things as naturally and holistically as possible. So I guess if you're interested in any of those types of things, then just stick around because I've got a lot of ideas. I've always had a lot of ideas. And it's just implementing those ideas and doing them, right? Like, it's one thing to have a thing or have an idea, and it's another thing to do the thing. So here I am doing. Yeah, that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this. I'm going to be keeping my videos really short, simple, and sweet, to the point. And yeah, if you have any requests, let me know. I've got a lot of ideas, so hopefully I'll be just putting those out there. Another thing too I want to mention is I was trying to put this box around myself for when I need to upload, and it's a good idea to do that, right? But my goal is just once a week. If I do twice a week, that's great. It's not going to be on a specific day. I'm just going to feel what I feel, record and edit and upload, and not think twice about it, and not over criticize myself, and not think about how something could be better, or how I messed up doing this, or how I look doing that, because you know what, in the end, what I look like, or like the format of my video, does not matter. It doesn't matter that I have braces, doesn't matter that I might feel a little insecure. My message is what I want to share, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Stick around.